EFT practitioner is going to give us a very short intro into EFT, tell us what it's about, how it's to use it, and why people would use it. Daniel, welcome.
Thanks, Andy.
So,
Yeah, EFT is a wonderful technique that anybody can use. And I just decided to become certified in it so that I could have clients. I've always been kind of a helper with people and their emotions and thoughts. And so this is just a very helpful, specific way to handle very specific fears or strong emotions that people have, and you can help calm them down. It helps calm them down. So when somebody has a fear, let's say they've got to do a public speaking, like us, we should have done it before. Somebody has a public speaking thing coming up, and when they think about it, they have a reaction, a physical reaction, an emotion. And so the tapping technique calms that down. So when they think about their event, it's not so stressful anymore. This can be for events, driving, an interview, meeting up with somebody, many, many different ways to use it.
okay, and it's about tapping on certain points of the body, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. So what we would do is if we were in session, we would find out what's the issue, how does it make you feel, give it a number 0 to 10 intensity, and we would say, even though this issue makes me feel like this, right here and right now, I'm okay. And we do that 3 times. And then we would go through the points. There's about 8 of them. There's other ones, but there's the 8 points. And as we're tapping on those points, we would say, I feel this fear. Or when I think about that interview, I feel this fear. It makes me afraid. So what I try to do is find out the exact words that the person wants to say. And as we're going through, like if I'm teaching, if I'm doing this new with somebody, I would show them exactly where the points are. So there's no confusion. That was it. That was the entire round. That was the whole EFT session. Not session, but one
Yeah,
round.
yeah,
And then we check in. So now, when you think about that interview, how does it make you feel now? Or what's the number now, intensity level? And most of the time, it goes down a notch. If it was a 10 or an 8, it'll go down to, like a 7. And we do it again, even though I still feel scared when I think about that interview. Right here, right now, I'm okay. We do that 3 times. I still feel scared. I still feel scared. I feel it in my shoulders or whatever we figured out. I still feel scared. And we go through all the points, which I'm going to do right now. That's all the points. That's it. It's that simple. So anybody can do this on themselves. And I showed you a little bit of the structure of it. Even though it makes me feel like this, I'm okay. Or I'm just acknowledging it makes me feel this way. Like, no, we're not trying to fix anything. And you tap through the points, which is calming your nervous system down. It's calming. We're doing this points on ourselves naturally anyway. People don't realize it.
yeah.
We're always like, we're either rubbing something or rubbing our eyes, or I was watching something on TV and everybody all of a sudden started scratching their head because they were confused about something. So it turns out we're all doing something with our acupuncture points. It just turns out they happen to be acupuncture points. So which came first? I don't know if they we did it naturally or they figured it out, but
All right. Well, so that is
use
the
that.
that's the perfect introduction. Is that now we've only doing a very short video here today because hopefully we're going to get to do a series of these, and we're looking at it in just a very brief terms. But is there anything else you want to say about it before?
Anybody can do it. It's super safe. If you do it on your own, you're not going to bring up some major trauma. Even when you're working with a practitioner, if there's a part of your life and you're like, oh, I don't even want to go there, then you don't go there. You just do it right where what seems very workable, very achievable. And if somebody's got a fear of driving on the highway, you can fix that in like 3 sessions. It's unbelievable. It's really crazy because I've done that a few times with people, even my own issues. Well, that's
Yeah.
why I love it, because it worked for me for a lot of my old issues.
Well, that's perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming. And
Thanks, Andy.
after this conversation, we will work out our plan moving forward so we can
Great.
really help educate people on this. All right. Thank you, Daniel. Really appreciate it.
Bye.